Hello? Hi. I do not know where the cat is right now, so don't ask me. Where is she? Not here. Wait, she's right here. As a pillow. God. I don't want to see it. Alright. Let's get this shit started. How we doing today? Oh, we're doing good. I am thriving. I'm here. I had some work stuff to do today. It is. It's the 21 Pilots shirt from the Scaled and Icy tour. It's kind of dye-tie type shit. Yes, dye-tie type shit. I'm practicing doing my hair. Sorry if I keep like messing with my hair, but I don't normally do my hair if we all have not noticed. So I'm trying to practice, trying to like keep curls in and practice like shit like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it all falls out later. I got a Milky Chance shirt that looks familiar. Period. I haven't listened to Milky Chance in like a hot minute. Oh. Here we go. Oh. I haven't listened to Rex Orange County in a hot minute, but that's for relatively good reason, apparently, so. But that's so cool. It was an amazing concert. Love! I love that. Sorry, I'm trying to set everything up. All right. Oh! All right, let's do this, gang. We're back into it. How are we doing today? Sorry, I asked that. I'm doing great. Still can get over that English GK2 is real. Oh no, for real. I can't wait to get to it. I'm so excited. I'm like tingling. I'm tingling with excitement. We're on episode 4, so we should get to it soon. You know, if I don't have to keep, you know, taking breaks and shit, so, you know what I mean? Okay. He looks like such a baby. Sir, what has become of this trial to the... Oh my god, it's been like a hot minute, so... Codopian? There it is. What is to become the trial... Oh my god. What is to become of the trial into the Codopian embassy staff member's murder? Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead. It's over, man. The case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely. Looks like you'll have to wait just a bit longer for your big debut. I suppose it can't be helped. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. Okay. Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Codopan embassy staff member? and the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. What an outrageous circus it has all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivete. An outrageous circus, right, sir? You are not the circus. You are not just the clown, you are the whole circus.
$22 months of Prime subs and all I get is this lousy TTS.
All right. You don't have to. And no one is forcing you to do it. I appreciate it nonetheless. I grow weary of this topic. Edgeworth, I will have you assigned to a different case. Thank you. Thank you, Cameron. Papa, you'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you? I'll consider it. He's fucking terrible. I can't stand this man. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation. Whatever for? I know that there's already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. However, there is not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. The perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection. What the fuck? When was that warranted? Why are you bullying me? Papa? Who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I were competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It would give us some real-life experience, wouldn't you agree? If you want to investigate the case that much, then do as you wish. Then you're allowing us to continue. In court, your top priority is to win, and a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. I feel like I'm losing the plot of the voice that I'm doing for Von Karma, so I can barely I have both of my headphones over my ears, so I'm trying to listen at the same time, and I feel like I'm losing it. We have to make sure you can become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. Why is this man taking a nap here? Same. I'm returning home now. Edgeworth, Francisca, see it is I'm not disturbed, save for the results of your competition. Yes, sir. Of course, Papa. Francisca, thank you. What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means that the competition is still on. Yes, just as you wished. I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how you fare on this investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth. I don't know. I know I don't have enough information yet. So my first order of business will be to question anyone involved in this case. Yay! Miss you? Oh, it's you, Edgeworth, and who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I am Francisca Von Karma, and I'm about to become the successor to the family name. About to? I guess that means that for now you're still just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you were. You're like 12, relax. Why are you whipping me? Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you. Look at you, eyebrows scrunched with lines on your forehead. And that to ask of you. What exactly is so funny? Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing with super serious atmosphere. Apparently they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school. I feel much better now. So what is it you want to ask? I'd like to inquire as where you were at the time of the murder. We were in the defendant lobby number 1 the whole time, up until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. You were with Detective Bad? Why? We had a little something to discuss, that's all. Tell me more about this man. Tell me more. Take it that you're acquaintances with Detective Bad? Yes, he was the detective in charge of the KG-8 incident. Detective Bad is also related to that incident? That's right, he was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard of the KG-8 incident from my papa. But how does the case relate to you, Miss Yu? The victim of that case, Cece Yu, is my little sister. You're making that super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his... Wow. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his wounded pride every time I see him. The way she talks about doing that as she laughs is kind of creepy. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they meet up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. It was practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. I see. Did he mention that he was in charge of the Yatagarasu? He did mention he was in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more detail. I got a lot to talk to her about. Holy shit. You claimed at the time of the murder you were with Detective Bad. But don't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during a recess? We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening and he dragged Mr. Rell away. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked. And what did you talk with Detective Bad about? Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going and then I insulted him some more. Bloody, when she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Anyway, Mr. Bad and I were in the detective lobby and number 1 when the murders occurred. So I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. I see. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Mackerel. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu, is that correct? Her forehead. I know, she's got some massive forehead action, but it's okay. So do I. It's kind of bad. It's not really bad when my hair is down. I don't think my forehead is that big, but I've had people comment on my forehead sometimes. Once I heard that it was the Yatagarasu that made off with the evidence from the KG-8, I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out Mr. Rell was not the Yatagarasu. He had just made that up. He made it up? Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras, but there is no footage of him sneaking into the Cadopian embassy itself. Hold on just 1 second. Then you mean to say that you knew he was not the real Yatagarasu and that he was just some other cold-blooded killer and you were ready to defend him? Yes, that's right. I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals. That's why defense lawyers are so detestable, but they are no match for us Von Karmas. I don't believe it. You're serious. Why don't you save that face for something worth being serious about? And Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG-8 incident, all right? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer? Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rowe was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. I'm sorry, forgive my rashness. Whatever. Miss Yu, I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself, but I do get a lot of consultation requests from the companies to defend him. Requests from companies? The Yatagarasu isn't some petty thief out for money, you know. Alright then, perhaps the Yatagarasu is in the business of stealing people's lives. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma? Ugh. Francisca, be careful who you whip. Choose carefully or we may be sued by... Ah! There, I chose carefully, just like you wanted. just now was hilarious, little missy. Of course it was. What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight? Girl, you're the main character. What did you expect? So, in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say, I've never even heard of this thief when I was in Germany. The Yatagarasu deals with information, namely in digging out dirt from backroom dealings like the one of companies. The Yatagarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and makes it public for all to see. Vigilante or not, this person sounds like another criminal to me. I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now, thanks to that thief. Sounds like Miss Yu is profiting nicely. Suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yu. Should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. That was the plan! I was gonna do that. Detective Gumshoe? Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Ouch! Hey, he's literally a suspect to murder. Relax! As am I. I don't think you needed to whip him to let him know that. I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective, I really didn't. Your words are useless. I place my trust only in evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, should we find out that you were the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you. Have a heart, pal. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about if you really are innocent, that is. That's right. Hey, pal, go and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will you? I would have done so even if you had not requested me to, detective. He's innocent, I tell you, he's innocent! Fucked up my... There we go. So, you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, didn't you? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because on my very first day as a detective, I reported in my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. By the time I got down to Criminal Affairs, I was really, really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech. I remember doing the same exact thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I'd always wind up going to my old classroom. How pathetic for a detective to be comparable to a mere middle school child. Mere elementary school child, sorry. You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so and from whom? Earlier around 2:20 and from Detective Bad, pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn, so I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. And yet, something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty. Ow! Your words sting worse than your whip, pal. So it's Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, huh? I keep moving because I've been literally moving around and I've been sitting in a chair all day already, so... Now then, Detective Gumshoe, is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Nope, not a thing, pal. In that case, allow us to look at what you're carrying on your personage. Ugh, wait, you can't do that. There's nothing of any particular value here. Well, my handcuffs and my badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so you know. And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket? Hands off, pal. Just show it to us already. Yow! Bonus? $5 total. Annual bonus check within. $5 total. Except there's no check inside. You've had your look now. Give it back, pal. It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it and cashed it today. I had literally no cash on me up until I did, you know. That envelope is really special to me. Now give it back. You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry, we'll throw it away for you later. How could you? Damn. Literally had no money in him until he cashed this. Damn. Sorry, but I need to take him for questioning now. I think I've asked him just about everything I needed to. No, wait. Since he became a suspect, there is one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Officer, I ask that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. Understood, but please make brief, sir. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about when the crime scene occurred is the truth. Why don't you just ask it? Why are we talking about a bookshelf? What is happening? No, to talk to him. What exactly am I presenting? Talk to her. No. Is it this? You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than the gunshot out in the hallway. Is that correct? No mistake about it, pal. Then you're also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either? That is also correct? Yup, not even a single ant passed through that hallway while I was on duty. You do realize that the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself. Huh? Oh. But it's true. I didn't see anyone go through the hallway, and I didn't hear anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys that's beyond what I can even imagine. So he intends to continue telling this ridiculous lie. But why would he do so given the situation he's in? I believe the thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant lobbies is in order. Here we go! Hello? Oh my god, it's Baby K again. Ugh, you! Oh! Why did she kick... Why did she kick me? She dropped a cookie. How could you have not noticed that coming? Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier? That is crazy. Kids can sometimes be so cruel. It looks like she dropped something. It says courthouse special on it. Maybe we should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead. Ugh. Right in the balls. Man got fucked up. I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt the next time we meet. Believe I've asked all I need of this man. Now for Detective Bad and the judge. We have to confirm who is correct, the judge or that scruff face, right? I almost said shit face. I suppose we should inspect the hallway in front of lobby number 2 next then. Suppose so. Shall we head on over, Francisca? I mean, we could go... Already brought me in. We could go talk to the judge, wherever the fuck he is. Is he not over here? Why am I in here, then? If I did... Oh, Francisca is tweaking the fuck out. Finally, my time to ditch her. Fuck. Okay, is it this way? It is this way. It's like, I don't fucking know where I'm going. So, did you see anything else? No, I don't think so. It's weird seeing his full body. This is weird to me. I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation. Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as a defender of the law. That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other questions. Anytime, detective. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a few loose ends I have to tie up. Oh, you're the new prosecutor Mr. Von Karma recommended, right? My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. And I'm Manfred Von Karma's daughter, Francisca Von Karma. I'm set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor. I see. Mr. New Prosecutor. Wasn't even done reading that. What was he saying? Ugh! I bit my tongue. Are you all right, Your Honor? Feel free to refer me as Miss Von Karma, Your Honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine. Apparently somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title. Oh! Very well then, I shall call you Miss Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine. Now, your earlier testimony. Yes, what about it, Mr. Edgeworth? I would like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw. It's really wigging me out that the judge and Edgeworth are the same height. This is really weird to me for some reason. After all, it is my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law. I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, the first thing I will need to do is figure out the detective's exact movements. Why don't I just ask? What? Your Honor, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder? Do you just suspect me of something? No, nothing of the sort, Your Honor. Very well, you may begin your testimony. Continue your testimony. Your Honor, it's your testimony I'm after. Oh! I had no idea you were chasing after me all my testimony. I'm beginning to sense that I might want to avoid being in a trial run by this judge. Let's see here. Now then, how should I put this? When you get to be my age, you need to pay more frequent visits to the restroom. If you go take a look through the window at the end of the hall, you'll see a small window. That is the window to the men's restroom. In other words, you can see clearly into the hallway from the men's restroom. When I was going to the restroom, that detective Gumshoe, is it? Well, he was standing in front of the vending machines buying something from it. However, and this I couldn't believe when I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a soul in the hallway anymore. Your Honor, if you could please calm down and explain it to me rationally. Oh, I'm really sorry. Please let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious. That is my finely honored judge's That's what my finely honed judge's intuition said. Although, well, until the murders occurred, I just sort of brushed it off. Oh ho ho. Apparently this judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. It's probably all I'm going to find from His Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, may I return to my other duties now? Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for cooperation, Your Honor. Anytime, Mr. Edgeworth, anytime. Bye. The judges in this country seem rather friendly. Julia reading. What does that mean? What does that mean? He hit us with a ho ho ho. Listen, when I say ho ho ho, it's cringy. Whatever. It's weird. Fine, I will say absolutely everything from now on. I'm sorry. Yes, if not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear that they are known to hand down very fair verdicts. That's not what I'm commenting on. I'm just saying he's like Father Christmas. Listen, I started doing that voice a long fucking time ago. And the only reason I originally even started doing the voice like that was because when my comment on your reading was your reading consistency. What does that mean? My reading consistency as in I'm reading well or I'm reading bad? Because sometimes my brain catches up too fast sometimes. And my brain is not caught up with how fast I'm speaking. I do be slipping on the words. I'm sorry. Because I try to catch up and I try to read. I'm sorry. My reading is not that good sometimes. I got ADHD, man. Your girl reads too fast. My brain reads too fast and comprehends it faster than my mouth does. So that's why I stutter and read or read a lot of different shit, because I'm comprehending the wrong things first. I'm trying to get it out like so I'm not reading so slow that everyone's having an aneurysm every time they listen to me read, but I'm also trying to like not suck, you know? I don't know, man. Leave me alone. I'm sorry. I'm sensitive about my reading comprehension, my reading consistency, man. I'm trying. I'm just not very good at reading sometimes. I'm sorry. Detective Bad, I have something I wish to inquire about. Hey, how about doing some actual work, you? I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movements during the recess. Getting in the way of the investigation. I have an order from Mr. Von Karma himself. Plus, I still hold investigative authority. My bad, just pointing it out as a silly bit. No, you're okay. You're okay, it was funny. At least you're not insanely bullying me about it. It's okay, it's funny. It was funny, I'm also messing with you. I'm not mad, it's okay. Although I do have pretty terrible reading consistency. I'm sorry. You'd think after all these years... Holy that bottle. You've never seen me drink from this? After... Listen, I have this. It's a fake Stanley. My mom got it on fucking Temu for me. And she was actively making a lot of... I've probably made that comment before, yes. Probably. My mom got it for me on fucking Temu when she was, you know, actively shopping on there before she realized she probably shouldn't. And then my boyfriend got me an actual Stanley, which I left at my brother's apartment, like, last week. So I usually switch between those two, but it's gotten me to drink a lot more water consistently, so... I got off topic very easily. I don't remember what I was saying. Yeah, you'd think after all these years, like, I think I've been actively streaming, like, consistently since 2021, and I still can't, like, I started reading visual novels in, like, 21 with Danganronpa, and I still can't, like, consistently read properly, you know? Some days are better than others, and other days are terrible. Like, some days I just can't fucking read at all, but it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. I like doing voices. If I had like a lot more practice and I was like, you know, if I was an actual voice actor, probably wouldn't be that terrible. Like I obviously I'd be practicing the lines over and over again and I'd know what I'd be saying and shit like that. But like, I'm just reading these right off the bat and reading these for the first time. So I try my best. I'm sorry if it does annoy anyone. Too bad I don't care. But if me struggling to read was a game, it was like a game where you like take a shot every time I stumble on a sentence, I feel like I'd kill someone. I think I could read out loud, but if I read out loud perfectly, I don't get to process the content, so it's just void. Yeah, no, I get that. I try my best. Like sometimes you can tell I'm really focused and honed in on reading, that sometimes I'm like, I don't even know how to react to this. But then other times I'm like trying to like take in a lot of shit at the same time. I don't know, man. I think the worst I struggled reading on a game, I think especially recently, was chapter 1 of Eden's Garden, because Mr. fucking Damon over here was saying a lot of like really long and large like words that I didn't know, so I felt so stupid for fucking stopping and reading them. Like, there's the one word. What was it? I remember what it was, but I don't remember how to say it.
Cacophony.
Cacophony. Who the fuck said that? What kind of voice is that? Cacophony. That one stumbled me, like, tripped me up for a good, like, hot minute. I was like, I don't know how to say this. I feel like I'm saying it wrong and I'm gonna be bullied for it. But I always get so scared to read because I'm always so scared I'm gonna come out a word and everyone's just gonna bully me for not being able to say it. It's like I'm reading in school all over again, you know? I don't know, man. It is a very weird word. Anyway, let's continue. Anyway. I'm also trying to do voices too. And obviously I'm not, you know, pretty much all the lines were, yeah. I do like games where they're voice acted for me, but we all know I like to voice act because I think it's fun. Especially at the end of Danganronpa when I was doing all of those voices, like, come on. Like, come on, man. I did tell my friend one day I was gonna go back, and kind of try to do all of the voices, to kind of see how closely I could match with them, essentially. But it also would help me kind of try to like develop new voices and shit like that. Like you can kind of tell there's a few voices I do now that I used to, like I've done before, but I didn't start doing them until I started playing Danganronpa, and I kind of developed a bunch of different voices. Like I think, like the very poshy girl voice that like I use for older Francesca, and I've used it for a few other characters. Like there's very much like a dialect that I use for like, I don't know how to describe it. It's very like direct in a way, if that makes sense. I kind of use it for you also. What's her face? Forehead girl. I don't remember her actual name, but like I tried, that one's more my own voice, but it's kind of mixed with that voice. Yeah, you. But you can kind of tell like kind of when I talk and I'm like, what's the line? And I'm talking like this and stuff like that and whatever. And it's kind of like a bitchy girl voice like that. Like I do that one a lot too. And like Nanami from Danganronpa 2, where I've done it a couple times, but not too much because not a lot of characters I feel like have that voice in my head and kind of have this really like high-pitched breathy voice and stuff like that. I don't remember if that's it's kind of close to that, but. And then also trying accents, don't even get me started on that. Like when I was doing Celestia Ludenberg, I was doing Celeste, and she had the very like poshy like European accent. I can't do it now. I'd have to like look back at a video, but I probably could if I thought about it actively. But she was kind of more like talking like this and blah blah blah, all this other stuff. Like it's bad, but I'd have to actively like. If you go back and watch me play Danganronpa, I kind of do a voice. I kind of liked, was very close to her voice. I felt like, but yeah, there's a lot of voices I've kind of like stuck with and stuff like that, and yeah. Anyway, let me stop rambling about voice acting. Not that I'm not even a real voice actor. I don't know why I'm rambling about it. So anyway, so I hear you were the one who called Detective Gumshoe to come down here. Faraday. That guy was just accused, you know? I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective instincts told me. A lot good it did you. You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it.
Hold it!
Heyo. Francisca, I think you need to apologize. Ugh, I'm sorry. Terribly sorry, Detective Bad. Please continue. Was he gonna pull out a gun? Kidding. Pulled a Glock on a 12-year-old. I used the phone on the first floor and called the precinct. And also, a lot of times I stumble because the text just comes in too slow and I don't click it fast enough to like skip it. You know what I mean? I tried to look for it at the beginning to see if I could speed the text up, and there was no option to, so I told them to send somebody over. And that detective was the one that showed up. And only upon his arrival did you set Detective Gumshoe to stand guard, Detective Bad? Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After he got here, I came up to these defendant lobbies together. As we entered the hallway, we ran into you. She told us that Faraday was really mad. That he dragged Rel off to the lobby number 2 to have a word or something. and that Faraday had said to not let anyone interrupt them. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell that big lug to stand guard outside. I feel like that should not have been allowed to happen. Like, if you're supposed to be, like, watching someone, and you felt like something was gonna happen, why didn't you have someone, I don't know, stand in? Or something? I don't know, man. And around what time did all of that take place? Let's see. I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving the big lug his assignment, he never left the hallway, not once. Oh, and how can you make such a claim? One of the guards out in this floor's main lobby swore to me he didn't. If the detective never left the hallway, then where did he disappear off to? That's simple. He must have gone to lobby number 2, just as I suspected. You and I, we were in lobby number 1 next door. The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe. It would seem that I'm still missing some key pieces of information. Detective Bad, you also heard the gunshot, did you not? Yeah. I heard it when I was in defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came running towards lobby number 2 together with Miss Yu. How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene? Less than a minute. What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot? I grabbed the big lug who was just walking around in the hall. I raced to lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies, in that order. That makes you the discoverer of the crime scene, right? Yeah, I guess it does, little miss. I'm about to become a prosecutor very soon. You will treat me with the dignity I deserve, or else. You wave that thing around anymore, and I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss. You wouldn't dare. Just joking. Gah. I don't know why you'd hit a stranger anyway. She's got a lot of nerve. Detective Bad is really something if he can make Francisca behave. He is kind of, I don't know, tall, intimidating, and scary. Are we about done? Is there anything else I should ask him about? Time he heard the gunshot. Because that would kind of tell us exactly, about what time it happened, I guess. And if Gumshoe was still really there, like the judge, you know, the judge claimed he did not see him there after that. I'd like for you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot. It was around the end of the recess. The trial was about to start again, I think. What time was that, though? He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. But I got the sense he wasn't going to show for the handoff. Figured I should go get him or he'd be late. Just as I thought that, bang. The sound of a gunshot hit my eardrums. So we heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart, huh? But what time was it? Are we done here? I don't have any time to waste. Oh, come on. All you're doing is standing in front of this door doing nothing. I get the sense he's somewhat investigating the crime scene, or whether he's keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? Detective Bad, may I ask that you cooperate with us just a bit longer? I don't have anything else to say to the two of you. You guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place. Fine then, be obstinate. We'll do just as we please. Come on, Miles. You may no longer be willing to help us. However, may I ask for the forensic scientist's cooperation? Do as you like. Okay, bye! I guess we'll go inside. Or go over here. Did you find something, officer? I think there's a $5 bill back there. Come on, just a little bit more. Is there no one working this crime scene who isn't a total waste of living tissue? Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be a single person we can deem useful here. Okay, so I guess I'm not fucking talking to them. Found any suspicious fingerprints, officer? Nope, just the fingerprints of those involved in the case, sir. Guess we know all the players in this case then, huh? It would appear that way, but I have a nagging feeling we're missing something. I suspect that we're missing is hiding right here in between the crime scenes somewhere. I don't know what that is. Does it look like there's anything contradictory left in this area? I suppose not. Perhaps I should check somewhere else. It would appear that this vending machine sells snacks and various other foods. Just lovely. What will I think of next? Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. One packet for $9. Defendant's fresh milk. 1/2 pint for $7. This is more of a Japanese, like, vending machine. I wish we had shit like this. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these for $6. They're awfully overpriced. The lineup is simply awful, period. Speaking of snacks, I wonder if that Swiss roll that little girl dropped is from this machine. I was wondering about that myself. The end with these. The end of what? I assume it's the end of the trial. I suppose this means that one should eat these during a recess. Can't eat during a trial, so I suppose the only time you can eat them is now then, huh? Wouldn't mind if you wanted to eat one now. They come in packs of 2 after all. We're in the middle of investigation. Besides, I don't have $6 on me. If you want, we can pull our money and buy a pack together. If I have to split with you, then I don't want it. So I guess we don't fucking... I don't want to go through all of these, bro.
Objection!
I'm gonna skip through all of these to make sure I don't need to know anything from these. Wait, what did that say? Oh, okay. I was like, are they making an O.J. Simpson reference? That would be crazy. Prosecutor Winston Payne.
Objection!
Overruled. Fast foods and milk. Yeah, I figured that'd be weird. Do I need to do anything here? Or no? I do want to investigate these, like, ants over here. What is this? It's a pink-colored piece of trash made of rubber. I feel like I've seen something like this before. Well, all I see is a piece of garbage. You know, the fact that there's a litterer running around loose inside this courthouse, it's simply unforgivable. Ugh. It's not like I was the one who littered. Rubbish belongs in the rubbish bin. Ugh. I want to know about the ants. The ants are hard at work carrying their food home. It's a marvel that they can pick up such comparatively large objects to their size. Well, if you want to carry the mighty Von Karman name and not be squished under it, you'd better work extra hard, just like these ants. Same goes for you, Francisco. That window on the other side belongs to the men's restroom. I can't see it. At your height, I'm not surprised. Ugh. Yeah, you deserve that one, dude. I guess short people have feelings too. Hey! Hey! What is that supposed to mean? What the hell? I'm 5'2", if anyone didn't know. Heaven forbid anyone meets me IRL. Like, if anyone wants to, if I ever go to a convention and anyone ever meets me there, I feel bad for my appearance, because I'm gonna probably be a lot shorter than you all think I will. Ugh. What's the matter? I pricked myself on one of these cactus's needles. I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp. Well, what did you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit in the head by one of these? Anyway, this cactus seems to be unrelated to our case. Do you really think so? Because I believe that this cactus sitting on this windowsill is completely related. Okay. Oh, well then I look forward to your explanation on how exactly it is related. Look around, look around. Oh, there's a handprint. The dirt on this bench, it smells like some sort of sweet substance. Oh, you want to know what? It's probably because he was sitting down. That's why the judge didn't see him. Yes, Kirby. Hey. Hey, Bubby. You want to come here? Come here. No? Okay. I can't believe there's someone going around dirtying the courthouse. For shame! Calm down, Francisca. Now take a good look. Doesn't this smudge look kind of like a handprint to you? I suppose it could be. Which means that perhaps we can lift the prints from the person who sullied this bench. Hi, bud. Hi. Okay, I'm just a step stool, I guess. I had to brush you soon. Are you gonna... Is it nap time? I see, and then we'll know the identity of our mystery slob. You there, the lab technician. Could you please find out who this handprint belonged to? Sir, yes, sir! Got the results of the fingerprint analysis, sir! And, do we know who they belong to? Sir, the fingerprints belong to Detective Gumshoe. That's kind of what I thought. Oh, interesting. Good work, officer. And there you have it. Yes, I suppose so. Now we know who the identity of the person who dirtied the bench. Since it's you and I will be using this information very different ways. What are these black speckles? I believe it's a pile of ants eating away. Oh, that detective. He claims that not a single ant slipped by him. And yet, here is a whole hill of them. Ugh! What are you eating me for? As a replacement for that pathetic detective. Ugh. Perhaps I should add this deduction to the detective's growing tab of pay cuts. Anyway, I wonder what the ants are eating. Oh, look and sweet smell of it. Pieces of cake and chocolate from the Swiss roll. Miles Edgeworth. The courthouse is to be kept pristine at all times. Ugh! It wasn't me who dropped food on the ground. The courthouse must be kept clean. Ugh. Alrighty then. Ants are pouring out of the hole into this bench as well. Wonder if the inside of this bench consists of nothing but ants? Don't you dare continue that gross line of thought. I'm sorry. Is there even anything else to look at right now? What? I was like, I think we can safely say that that one can at least go together. These bits of chocolate and cake, could they not have come from a sweet roll? A Swiss roll? A Swiss roll? Why would a courthouse sell a thing like that? It may not seem like the right venue, however, it is being sold right over there. The vending machine. Oh, I see. For $6? Talk about expensive. Even the fact that it's expensive, that it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that the cake crumbs and chocolate bits were found in this hallway suggests that they came from the Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. I could have told you that. I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now. Naturally, after all, I'm here, aren't I? Detective Gumshoe must have sat on this bench as he ate a Swiss roll. And as he ate, he dropped it on the floor and sullied the bench. Ugh, how could he have not cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable. Don't you dare whip me again. I wasn't the one who made the mess in the first place. Anyway, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll, that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts. A contradiction? Where? I think another look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order. Why don't I look at what the pink piece of trash is? Oh, it's because it's just a regular... Okay, it's not in my evidence yet, I guess. I have to pee real quick. Give me a moment. I will be right back. I have to pee so bad. Where's the bathroom text? All right, I've returned. I tried to go fast because I'm not gonna stream for very long today. I know, I'm so sad. But, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna try to at least stream until about 8:30. Just cause I can. And just kidding. I've been going through a lot recently, so I need the break. I'm trying not to burn myself out, essentially, so. But I'm not taking a break, so we can at least kind of push through. I did need to pee so bad, though, so that was, I guess, my mini break. So. Sorry, I really like how my hair looks. All right. So what are we doing right now? Oh, we gotta look at the vending machine again. Oh, I figured it was not gonna be this, but I wanted to try it anyway. Whatever. I should really save before I fuck this up some more. Okay, well, let me save real quick before I absolutely fuck this up. I know what the idea is, but I'm not sure how to get there. There we go. I was like, it's one of these, I know that, I'm gonna try them all, and then I, you know, didn't try enough first, I guess. About Detective Gumshoe's finances, he said that until this morning, he didn't have even a single penny on his personage. Just how poor is that guy? Damn. Okay, shit. If his bonus really was only $5, then he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found a cake crumbs on the floor. Meaning Scruffy must have bought a pack somehow. Indeed. The detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, and yet he did. The question is how? Unless he gave $3 to Kay so she could get some and gave him the other one. That's about all I could assume. Okay, now what? Okay, that didn't really tell me anything useful. Look at him run. Okay, I can't go that way, so I have to finish in here somehow. -5. The hell does that mean? What am I supposed to be doing right now? Okay. All right, I'm looking at the walkthrough as I'm giving up exactly where to look at. I always get stumped at least one time. Where are we at? Oh. I did not remember that, but whatever. Anyway. This pink rubbery substance, I saw this in a different form earlier today. I believe this is a piece of popped balloon. I suppose that's possible. The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend, the windowsill cactus. That would be a logical conclusion, yes. That's apparently all I had left to do. I love that! I believe I now have a very firm grasp on what happened here. Ugh! Well, I do too! All right, Francisco, would you care to share what conclusions you've come to? Why should I do that? We're still in the middle of a competition, you know. We should be checking to see if our conclusions are wrong first, so you go ahead. It's almost cute that she's going this far to ensure that she wins. Almost. Very well, but first we need to pay His Honor a visit to correct his testimony. Oh, we're gonna cross-examine him. For why? I don't know. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony to see how it stands up. Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect? In a sense, I suppose you could say that. Even you, a judge, are nothing but a common witness before Von Karma. Silence in the courtroom! Silence, I say! Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred Von Karma and Miss Genius Prosecutor successor to Manfred Von Karma. Franciscak. You bit your tongue again, didn't you? As a defender of the law, I could never give a false testimony. I can even place me under oath if you want. Very well then, your testimony if you please. Probably just didn't see it. You know? During the recess, I went to the restroom. There's a window on the hallway side. In other words, I could see into the hallway. As I entered, I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines. But then I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. A detective that goes missing while on duty. That sounds mighty suspicious to me. Me? Your Honor, could you please try and remain calm? Oh! I'm so used to simply listening to testimonies that I got caught up in the excitement. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun for now. Meow. During the recess. I'm gonna save here, because I have a feeling that's probably what I gotta show on.
Hold it!
He disappeared, but Your Honor, didn't you just say I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines? Why, yes, I did. The restroom window looks over the courtyard and right into the hallway. But just as I was about to exit, I take another look, and there was no one in sight. That led me to the only solution to this mystery. The detective must have gone into the crime scene, lobby number 2, at that point. Looked into the hallway from the restroom and over the courtyard, did he?
Objection!
Huzzah. Let me fix my camera. It's starting to get dark. Oh, it is already. Okay. I didn't know if that was part of the reason, I guess. Okay. We're so back. What was that finger wag for, Mr. Edgeworth? And don't you know it's rude to shout objection while someone is giving testimony? Huh. If you truly are a man of the law, then you must always be vigilant. For example, I never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by. Miles Edgeworth, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is real life. It's what some people may say is the pot calling the kettle black. Your Honor, I wonder if you might take a look at this for me. What is that filth? How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who is the culprit? That party is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness. If you must know, the uncouth bench sullier has already been placed under arrest thanks to your earlier testimony, Your Honor. Oh, well that's good, but who was it? We were about to discover something from the smudge on the bench. We were able to discover something from the smudge on the bench. Namely, Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints. Not happy with committing just murder, he had to go and dirty the courthouse too. Guilty! Your Honor, please calm down. While it's true that the detective was the one who made the mess on the bench, we have not yet established who the action is related to the double murder. What do you mean? Believe the detective brought a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine, and then promptly sat down on the bench to eat one. The cake crumbs and pieces of chocolate on the floor under the bench, and Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints prove any conclusions to be true. Oh, but I still don't understand. Is the whole thing related to how I couldn't see him as I was leaving the restroom? It is indeed. The window in the hallway was built rather high up into the wall, at around a grown adult's chest height. As evidence, I submit that Francisca herself was unable to see out the window. Ugh. I knew I shouldn't have used her height as evidence. Basically, what this means is that the area directly under the hallway window is blind spot when the hallway is being viewed from the men's restroom. Then... It would seem you have made the connection. If someone were to sit on the bench under the window... Yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe would effectively disappear from sight. What? Do you finally see, Your Honor? Your testimony has just proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time. Sorry. I didn't mean to say it with that much enthusiasm. All I wanted was to try saying it once. Here, let me try that again. Hold it! Is there something of value that you'd like to say? Yes, actually, there is. I remembered something else just now. Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to testify to the court one more time. Even if we overruled him, he'd just keep talking, wouldn't he? That might not be a bad thing. The more info we can, the more info better in... Oh my god, the more info, the better the perfect investigation, right? See? I suppose it's possible you can't see a seated person from the restroom window. However, that doesn't mean the detective was sitting there when I looked. Anyway, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. As I was leaving the restroom, I heard a loud bang of a gunshot. Ugh. How was that? That was a testimony of who the judges Oh my god. That is the testimony of who judges the crimes of others. Okay. Your Honor, could you try to state the important facts first next time? I agree, before you go around judging others, you should learn to judge your own words. I'm sorry, but honestly, I thought the sound was just a noise, Papa, until just now. Now that he mentioned it, right before we restarted the trial, he did talk about that. By the way, there was someone celebrating a birthday during a recess. I could have sworn I heard a Papa going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. The most critical point in this argument is when did the judge look into the hallway? And whether that lines up with when the gunshot was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details in your testimony. Okay.
Objection!
Damn. Probably have to press first. God damn it! God damn it!
Hold it!
Your Honor, about what you just said. I know, I couldn't believe it myself. Oh. Your Honor, please remain calm when you're trying to explain yourself to me. Yes, sir, sorry about that. Now then, I must gather myself, yes. When I heard the gunshot, there was no one in the hall. I should know, I looked. There was no one there. This judge's emotional circuits appear to be stuck on overreact. At this point, nothing stands out to me as a contradiction in his testimony. Francisca, if I'm correct, this testimony is hardly precision quality. I know that. And that's why I said at this point. I think my first line of attack will be to draw more information from His Honor.
Hold it!
In this case, do you concede that you were overconfident in your last testimony? Now, hold on there. I just said that it's possible you can't see the seated person from the restroom this time. But you know something? I don't think you know when the prints you referenced were left on the bench, do you? Ugh. Well, you have proven that it's possible Detective was sitting. I still have a problem with just when those fingerprints were left. He's right, I have yet to prove when the fingerprints were left on that bench. While he feigns ignorance, His Honor has seen a lot in life. A lot of life. This judge, I mustn't underestimate him. Let me just keep pressing.
Hold it!
As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at what point in the recess did you look in that hallway? After I called for a recess, I handled the change of prosecutor paperwork. Maybe about 20 minutes until reconvened? Yes, that sounds about right. Just as I suspected. What were you expecting? And I demand to know what this all-knowing smile is for. Your Honor, that statement you made just now is very important. I'd like for you to append it to your testimony. All right, if you insist. And that's where the contradiction is.
Objection!
I cannot allow you to make an objection. What? Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection. Gads, I've been overruled. Your Honor, there are simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste. What do you mean by that? You claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that is simply not possible. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred von Ach. Instead of biting your tongue, I missed what she said. Can you stop speaking so quickly? Why don't you bite your tongue on those preposterous names? I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Francisca. Don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back. With your height, you'd need a stepladder or 4 to accomplish that. Damn. Fucking got her ass. Mr. Edgeworth, my ears are not that far gone yet, I'll have you know. I can still hear just fine. I heard the sound of the gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears. Your Honor, I have here an interesting piece of testimony. It's from Detective Bad. And according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. What did you say? Your Honor, you just said that you heard the gunshot about 20 minutes before we were about to reconvene. How do you explain this glaring contradiction? That can't be! Unfortunately, that is the truth. But I heard it clear as day. Bang! The loud sound of a gunshot! Sound of a gunshot. We keep returning to this point in contention. That piece of evidence, I did wonder why I found it where I did. However, now I understand that the gunshot the judge heard really was. Fortunately, Your Honor, this is what the... Okay, yeah, now I can produce the balloon piece. I found this object in the hallway earlier. What is that pink substance? It may not look it, but this is actually a piece of a balloon. I see. And I suppose you would like me to accept that pink balloon into our court record? Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony. What? Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway when you heard the gunshot. Now, there is no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at the time. Therefore, you believe he must have been in the crime scene, defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct? Yes, that's exactly right. Let me ask you something. Do you think that gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I've said enough, even you can figure the rest out on your own. Your Honor, you were fooled by the popping of this balloon into thinking it was a gunshot. What manner of trickery is this? That was a good effort you put forth, Miles Edgeworth. But if it was me, I'd have wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified. Care to elaborate on how one ends something before it even begins? Well, to be honest, I did think that the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot sound. But who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this? That's true. One doesn't usually think balloons in a conjunction with courthouse. Okay, I was trying to make that connection in my head that Kay was the one that had it, but I couldn't. I like quite literally just made that connection a little bit ago that she was the one that did it. Not that I didn't know that before, but I forgot, so I had to remember that. That's it. The balloon that girl was holding explains everything. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy. Who knew that giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do? What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I will see to it myself that he is released. Wait. There are still a few things I have yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request your permission to further question Detective Gumshoe. But why? I thought we just cleared his name. Whether we did or not just now, I still cannot say. The only thing I can do for now is continue in my quest for the perfect explanation. And to that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occurred in the hallway. Very well. Bailiff, please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom. I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. Hooray! Okay, this should bring me to at least 8:30. What is it now? Is it time for my trial already? I've already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it. I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe. No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that. No. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that. Why can't you guys be a little less judgmental? Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part. Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. We have yet to prove he is completely innocent of this crime. I guess so. What are you guys talking about? In any case, I would like you to testify as to your actions while you were on guard duty. And please remember, you are not on trial. This is all just part of the investigation. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give a false testimony... Ow! My whip will object, loud and clear. If you are found to be lying, you'll be held indefinitely. Understood? I gotcha, pal. Thinking back on the state of the crime scene and the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe was lying. And if I can't break his lie, then we may never get a break in this case. I mean, we have the evidence now. Came down here to the courthouse on a Detective Bad's orders. As soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard in front of lobby number 2. From that time on, until I heard the gunshot, I was in that hallway the whole time. On my honor as a detective, I swear it wasn't me, pal. It's becoming a little bit more Boston-y accent. He's still singing the same tired tune. In that case, I'll have to just change that melody. I know he's lying, and it's time I pulled the information I need out of him. Ooh.
Hold it!
You claim to have been in the hallway the whole time. However, it is not a fact that you did something while you were in that hallway. Of course I did something. I guarded the door of lobby number 2, pal. What else? Very well then. What exactly does guarding the door entail? Well, to put it simply... Oh, I know. It's my job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch. Oh? Detective Gumshoe, you mean to tell me that you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Is that really what you wish to testify to the effect of? You got it, pal. I didn't take a single step from the door, just like I was ordered not to. Why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden? Because we are all in shock. And in awe of your utter stupidity. Scruffy, you're going to lie. At least tell us a more believable one. Ouch! But, I'm not lying. I should hurry up and bring this instant testimony to a close. Didn't take a single step away from... There we go. That's what I needed.
Objection!
Away! I have an objection. Whoa. What is it, pal? Detective Gumshoe, I wonder if you might recognize this from somewhere. Hey, it's one of those things. The courthouse special Swiss rolls, right, pal? Precisely. In that case, I suppose that you also recall the sullied hallway bench? Hey, you know what? I think it was probably me that did that. Detective Gumshoe, you know you can't go around dirtying up the courthouse like this. You inconsiderate, slovenly pig. Eek! I promise to clean it up later, I swear. Now then, shall we get down to business? About the fact that you didn't move even a single step away from that door. If that really were the case, then how were you able to buy a pack of Swiss rolls? Ugh! Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from in front of that door, how did you manage to get the bench dirty with your grubby hands? Ouch! Appears that Francesca's whip can do more damage than my words alone can. Alright, I confess, pal. I was hungry, so I bought a pack for myself, okay? Thought I'd get chewed out again if anyone found me eating on the job. So I didn't want to say anything. Well, unfortunately for you, I saw you do the whole dastardly deed. I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine. Okay, I'm sorry for lying. But that's all I'm sorry for, you got that? Because I'm not holding anything else back. The last statement may sound like it makes sense. However, there's something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information from us? Huh? Of course not. I got nothing else to hide, pal. Oh, if only that were true, Detective Gumshoe. But it is true, pal. I swear there's nothing else. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you're aware of the price of the pack of Swiss rolls, correct? Huh? Remind me again, pal? That vending machine out in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for $6 a pack. And yet, according to you, you didn't have any cash on you until you cashed your annual $5 annual bonus check. Isn't that right? Let me ask then, how did you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you provide me with a proper explanation to that? Ugh, I told you I bought it by myself, pal. There wasn't anyone else in the hallway with me. So there's no one else who could have helped me buy it. Wait, don't tell me. You've got some kind of proof that there was someone else in the hallway, don't you? Correct. As if you could, I mean, what are the chances of that? Wait, do you? Of course I do. What? How? Proof do I have that there must have been someone else in the hallway? The balloon! It's the balloon!
Take that!
The heck is that? I knew you really didn't have anything. Prosecutors, oh, okay, is that... What? How is that not right? How is that not right?
Take that!
I had to show the Swiss roll, not the balloon, the Swiss roll. Hey, you showed that to me not 2 seconds ago, pal. I think you're under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of rolls. Wait, if you didn't buy it, then that means you must have stolen it, you thief! What? I would never do such a thing. All you lies are the same. You start out as thieves. You're under arrest, pal. I believe you meant to assert that all thieves start out as liars. And in that case, what does that say about you, detective? This particular Swiss roll was dropped by a certain someone. Oh? There were 2 rolls in this package. You ate one of them. But you then gave the other to a certain other person, didn't you? No way, pal. You've got it all wrong. I ate both of them. Here she comes again. It would appear that we've caught you at last. Hey, don't you do anything bad to that girl. It would appear that they do know each other after all. Stop. So, why do you continue to come up to me and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow? I have a name and it's Kay. Kay what? Kay Faraday. Faraday? Are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter? I am not a you, I'm Kay. Kay, you know, good little girls don't kick other people. Especially not hard enough to leave big nasty bruises like the way you do. Well, then you shouldn't have put Gummy under arrest, mister. Gummy? My guess is that she's talking about Detective Gumshoe. What a cute nickname you've given him. Gummy didn't do anything wrong. Kay, it appears that I will need to speak with her in a bit more detail. Ah! She's so fucking cute, bro. Now then, Kay. She's like a stray cat. I wonder if I should feed her something. Give her the Swiss roll. Here, have this evidence. Okay, I promise to give this to you if you calm down. Ooh, a Swiss roll! It really belongs to you, though, doesn't it? Yeah. I was saving it for Dad. I said
Yeah.
that Jesus Christ, dog. Get out of here. You're killing me.
Hi, chat. Bye, chat.
Get out of here. Nope, you don't get to say that now. Get out of here. Kirby, you suck. Why didn't you warn me? Now I'm embarrassed. Anyway. Oh my. Your father, he's... Ugh, don't you say another word, pal. She doesn't know yet. Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. But, I already know about Dad. I'm not saying it. Can't make me say it. I overheard the guards talking. About how Dad's... He's not here anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't protect him. Okay. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna... cry. It's alright, let it all out. Your father's just passed away after all. Damn! Oh my god, we're bringing up DL6 again! Let this man rest. I myself was also involved in a case at this courthouse when I was a young child. A case in which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. All of my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed into fine ash on that nightmarish day. Even now, the wound festers deep in the depths of my soul. Ever since that incident, I've dedicated myself to locking away every criminal I can. And now, to have this happen right in front of me, this child, I feel a certain shared fate, common bond between us. Miles Edgeworth, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you going to just stand there and watch a lady cry? You're right. Sorry about that. Okay, here, how about we use this handkerchief here to dry your little eyes? Oh my god, he's so sweet. He has a sweet side. That's so crazy. Oh. I gotta make the sound. I just blew into that napkin. Good thing no one else is gonna use that. My cravat! Don't blow your nose in that! I feel better now, thanks. Now I want to die. Okay, are you going to be alright? Yep, I'm already alright. Somehow I highly doubt that, but I'm not going to push it. I promised Dad I'd never cry in front of strangers, girl. And you're a good kid, aren't you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right? That's right. Even if I can't see Dad anymore, I'm still going to keep all my promises. You're a very brave girl, Kay. You're a very good child for keeping the promises you made to your papa. I'll even testify that you didn't cry just for you. Just gonna lie in court. Thank you very much, lady. It's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all. It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Francisca is sympathetic to Kay's feelings. Kay, what kind of person was your father? Daddy was a hero of justice. Oh, sorry, I said it. Oh, there goes that. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world. So to you, a prosecutor is a hero of justice, huh? I suppose we are in a sense. As we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals. Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Dad would buy me my absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls. Oh? I want to be a hero of justice someday, just like Dad. So I've been working really hard. I see, and what have you been working hard on? I've been working hard to keep all the promises Dad made and I together. That is cute. A promise notebook? May I take a look inside, Kay? Sure, okay. It appears to be an exchange of diary of sorts between father and daughter. Mr. Faraday's writing conveys a sense of the kind man he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later. Thank you for showing it to me, Kay. I hope you'll continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father. I'm gonna try! Hey, Kay, so I'm a detective that catches the bad people, right? That makes me a hero too. Yeah, you're really cool too, Gummy. Yeah, aren't I, Kay? I was with the two of them. I hand down verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero too. Yes, and thanks to your oh-so-heroic testimony, you almost painted the detective as a vile criminal and sent him off to jail. I'm really sorry about that. Gummy is not a bad man, okay? Poor Judge, he's being treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice. It appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay. Yes, we're friends. In that case, would you mind telling me a little more about him? So I take it that you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier? Yep. I was on my way to see Dad when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing in the hallway staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi. And when was this? Before everything got crazy. How long were the two of you together? We only talked for a little while. And then we went on our own ways. That's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while and that's it. Oh, which means we have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess, wasn't that right? Ugh, you got me. I told you to stop picking on Gummy, mister. Very well then. I'll just have to speak with the good detective in the private later. Were you the one who bought this pack of Swiss rolls, Kay? Well, I didn't really have a lot of money. And I somehow made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had. And it still wasn't enough, so I really wanted one. Come to think of it, she did come and ask me to exchange a handful of change for $1. And that's when you asked me for the change to change your money, correct? Yeah, thanks a bunch for doing that, mister. Sure. But let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, correct? Well, that's why... Hey, if you bully Kay anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal. Need I remind you that you're the one already under arrest? Ow! Since that Kay is going to be less than forthcoming with this question. Sorry about your roughly thing. Yes, well now it's positively drenched in your nasal mucus. Don't worry, Kay, I have a spare. So here, you can have this one. Oh, that's so fucking cute. But Dad said, never take things from a stranger. So it's one of the promises you made in your promise notebook, correct? Yeah, look, see? It's right here on this page. Never take things from a stranger, never go anywhere with a stranger. Alright then, I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home, wash it nice and clean, and then give it back to me next time we meet. Okay, Dad never said I couldn't borrow things from strangers. That is so funny, you just put the new one on. Now then, Detective Gumshoe. Uh-oh. I believe it is now crystal clear that you were with little Kay in that hallway. Ugh. Ugh. I told you to stop being mean to Gummy! Miles Edgeworth, there is still something you have yet to resolve. I beg your pardon? Still haven't offered an explanation as to why that man would lie to us. That's, well... Gummy, don't tell me you lied for my sake. Don't worry about it, Kay. Everything's gonna be okay. So that's why. So what was Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying? If you can't explain that, then you can't call this a perfect investigation. His reasons for lying is very simple. What? Here's what I believe to be his reason. From simple observation of the detective's actions and his interactions with Kay, it's obvious that the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. Which piece of evidence? Yes, Kirby. Yes, Bobby? Yeah. Come here. Hey, come here. Come on. There you go. Hi, Bubby. You gonna sit down? Okay, don't push my headphones off. Okay, ow, 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 ow. Holy shit. Yes. Love being a stepping stool so you can just go climb on your, you know. I don't know what would be the... Oh, she's 10 here. And she's 13. That's funny. That was close enough. I don't know what would be the evidence, though, here.
Take that!
Yeah, I didn't think that was it either. Oh my god, why does my nose itch so bad? Yeah, now you want to come over here because you think I'm going to pet you? Come here. Come here. Now that's all you want. You want to come over here because you want pets. Come here. You're okay. There you go. It's Kirby time. There we go. Hi, Bubby. Kirby. Kirby. I do need my other hand, though. You will have to let me use my other hand. You're getting cat hair everywhere. Please do not lay on my... Is it the balloon? No, I don't know what it is. I'm about to look up the walkthrough because I do not know. Okay, I'm looking at the walkthrough because I do not know. Oh, that's what it is. I forgot.
Take that!
Mr. Faraday and Kay's promise notebook. How does this explain anything? You could take a look at this page. It's clearly written that Kay should Never take things from a stranger. When Detective Gumshoe heard about that promise, he tried to cover for Kay. What a foolishly foolish fool's fool of a foolish reason for a fool. Ow! Gummy, you lied because of me, didn't you? Because I'm your friend, Kay, that's why. Gummy. At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now? This is no being you, how, pal? Okay, I'll spill the goods. I've been standing guard for a while. I was getting really hungry and that snack vending machine was taunting me. All the cash you had on you was $5, and that wasn't enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item in the machine was a $6 pack of Swiss rolls. Yeah, but then like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up. I was thinking about sharing a snack with Dad, so I wanted to buy a Swiss roll. But I only had about $1 in coins. So he pulled my 5 and her 1 together and bought a pack of Swiss rolls together. But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy said, Mr. Fade's one scary guy when he gets mad. But don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, you bought it with me. You didn't really get it from me, you know? He told me it'd be okay, and he gave me a whole roll to save and give to Dad. Who knew that Scruffy could be so considerate? Indeed. Detective, I take it that you then sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together? Yeah, we split the other roll and ate it right then. Sweet taste of that cake's chocolate. I'll never forget as long as I live, pal. Anyway. Okay, I believe this also belongs to you. Oh, that's from the balloon I popped. It's bad manners to leave garbage laying around, Kay. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. It was sitting high up on the windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once, I forgive you. But that balloon. I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose. And because of me, Gummy dropped his half his Swiss roll. Wow, you really got me there, pal. So I thought maybe I should give Gummy the other roll. And then I saw you picking on Gummy, mister. So you kicked me, is that it? Sure are a feisty one. I'm really sorry, mister. It's alright. I'm perfectly unharmed. What about this Swiss roll? Would it be alright with you if I held onto it until Detective Gumshoe is cleared of all charges and free to go? Yeah, sure. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay? Of course, I promise. Now then, I believe we've proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway for the entire duration of his duty, which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders.
Objection!
Oh. Spooky. Actually, it proves the opposite, Edgeworth. You've just shown that Detective Gumshoe is the only one who could have committed that crime. What do you mean? It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Miss Yu. My chest hurts from the fake laughing. Can I help you? You see this man staring at me? You're just sprawled out on my desk. Getting lectured on manners. By a girl with a penchant for whipping people. What? How dare you talk back with such insolence? Can I help you? Can't. I gotta brush you. And you're getting cat hair all over my desk. Y'all see this? You're wrong, lady. Gummy's not the bad guy. Oh, and what do we have here? What is a child doing here in a courthouse? Bailiff, please take this child away. Oh, as you should, girl. What? Miss Callisto, you. That girl is Mr. Faraday's... I know. So what? You think that just because she's the victim's daughter, she gets to just run wild around the crime scene? Oh. You're rubbing your face all over my microphone. There you go. I think it's actually quite dangerous for her to speak. For her to speak nothing of getting underfoot. I gotta brush you. Oh my goodness. I suppose you're right, however. As long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then, Detective, you were in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time, correct? Yeah, but... Why are you biting me? Oh, now you're hitting me with your tail. You see, isn't it obvious that it could only be the detective? He's the only person who could have gone into the lobby number 2 at the time of the murder. You're not getting on my desk, bro. Get all this cat hair you got on my desk, bro. And on me. Ugh. Ugh. I have no counter-argument to that. Don't worry, I've already put in all the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest. Ugh. The investigation is far from over. Oh, that's right, I was going to speak with you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk to the suspect out in the open without a guard? Oh, I suppose it is. Well, as someone with more experience in law than you, allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on a criminal, or you may regret what comes with your negligence. Ooh, Miles, I can't believe you're letting this woman lecture you like this. This is unforgivable as a disciple of Von Karma. Down, Tigress. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the results of your investigation. She's a scary lady. So, we're back to square one. Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe will be formally charged under the circumstantial evidence. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we have yet to inspect. It's where Detective Bad and Miss Yu were at the time of the crime. Lobby number 1. Yep. Save progress. We're getting to the latter part, so we're getting close to the end. All right. Anyway, so that's gonna be the end of stream for today. I do really like this game. I'm so glad they got localized so we could play it. I will be playing more of this next week. Wednesday, I will be playing Paper Mario. And I am trying to still figure out a day to do Friendly Facade again. I'm hoping I can again sometime soon because I really want to finish chapter 1 and at least continue the game if people want me to. But for now, I at least want to finish chapter 1. But because it's really good so far, and I really want to. I still also really have to upload that VOD and everything. So eventually, I will have to take a hiatus because I am getting kind of bogged down with work and my personal life and stuff like that. So maybe at that point I will be able to take the time to, you know, come back from all of it and everything. So, probably sometime around the start of May, I will probably do it. I don't know yet. Probably about a couple weeks, maybe few weeks I will be gone, while I try to get, like, things figured out, I guess. I don't know yet, but it's not even definite yet. I don't even know yet. That's about all I got. But yeah, I will be streaming Wednesday, so I will see y'all Wednesday. Okay? Bye stream. Bye bye stream. Bye stream. Bye stream. Bye.